All right, Sagittarius, welcome to your reading, and I thank you for all your love and attention. It's been really good. I'm at 200 subscribers now, which is fantastic, and it's all thanks to you guys. And yeah, if you want to win a free reading, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and let me know down below that you subscribed. That way I know for sure, and I can write name on a piece of paper, chuck it in a bucket, and then you're entered to win a free reading at the end of the month. Now, if you want an extra and for sure entry, like a second entry into the draw, all you have to do is go to my website, hindikidesign.com, links down below, and sign up for my newsletter. You'll get 10% off any reading, and you'll also get entered into the draw twice. So that's pretty exciting. A little bit of an incentive there for you guys to join my website and join the family. All right. So yeah, welcome all new subscribers. I thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing and truly grateful. All right, let's get into your astrology as I shuffle these cards. Now, I just want to say that this is for Sagittarius rising, but if you want to make it for your sun or moon, that can work as well. And I recommend if you are born during the day, use your sun sign, or if you're born during the night, use your moon sign. That's usually how it works. And if you don't know what your sun or moon sign is, or your rising or moon sign are, then head over to astro.com, go to the free chart generator and put in your information. You need to know your exact time of birth. Approximate entries, it might not work. It might change your whole house system altogether. So try to make it as accurate as you can. If you don't know, ask your parents, get your birth certificate, do something. You'll figure it out, because if you're interested in astrology, you need to know your birth time. All right. Well, I will shuffle your cards and I will go through your astrology for this week. So the first thing we got going on is a full moon in Gemini. Now that is your opposite house. That is your partner's house. Like business partnership, romantic partnership. And this is an eclipse in the sign. So Sagittarius rising specifically, this could be, a change in partnerships for you. Something radically different. This is also, the nodes are going to be squaring Neptune, and Neptune talks about your dreams, your communication, and the nodes are about your story. So what do you want to focus more on the past story? Like you want to say you've been through heartbreak and stuff. Do you want to focus on that story, or do you want to go to the new story, the one where love is infinite and you can do anything you want? This is the thing. This whole eclipse season is going to be challenging us to look at what we really want to generate, because we're moving into a new age. We're going to be moving into the age of Aquarius, and that's going to be happening on the 21st of December, where Jupiter and Saturn will enter into Aquarius together. They will be conjunct together from our view in Earth. And yeah, this is marking a new cycle, not only a new 20-year cycle, but a new 200-year cycle. So yeah, we're going to be feeling this for a long time. So yeah, whatever you have, whatever you want to create, whatever story you're trying to create right now, make sure it's in line with your highest and greatest good. Make sure it's in line with your intuition. If you're getting a lot of messages, a lot of synchronicities lately, well, follow them. See what happens. This is this thing. If you follow your intuition, you will never get steered wrong. You may get steered in a weird direction, but you will never get steered wrong, okay? All right. Well, let's see what else we got going on. We have Neptune, of course, going direct on the 30th, which is pretty exciting, because Neptune talks about, once again, our story. Information coming from spirit, especially with Neptune in Pisces, its favorite sign. We actually have a lot of stuff in our media right now has kind of been a little bit convoluted, so we may see, as Neptune goes direct, new information in the media coming out, and stuff being brought to light. So that's pretty exciting. At the same time, we have Lilith transiting Uranus, and for you, Uranus is in your 6th house of daily routines and your health and stuff. And when true Lilith comes through, Lilith is a sign of is a lunar node rather of empowerment. Is talking about if you've been holding yourself back in some regard, in some sort of communication, in some sort of power, you've been kind of shying away from it. This is your time to really shine, to really express everything you need to express, especially with all these things happening right now. This is about changing your story, and not only that, but in a day after the 30th, or a couple days after the 30th, like on the 3rd, we have a yod with the moon and Lilith pointing directly at the south node, which is like your emotional state, your power, looking at the last story. Is the last story the thing you want? Is your past life the thing you want? No, you're here to learn, you're here to grow, you're here to go towards the north node. So yeah, this is Gemini for you, and this is in your house of partnership. So if you're looking for a new partner or whatever, like, make sure they're on the same level as you. If they're not, like, how are you supposed to communicate? How are you supposed to do anything if they're not on your level? And I know that's hard for a lot of people, but maybe like your current partner, maybe they just need to know where you stand so that they can hop on your level. Like, I'm not saying that everybody who isn't on your level is no good, because some people just don't know. And then that's fair. Like, if you can present the information in a way that people enjoy, or people, you know, can resonate with, like, then they're more bound to enjoy what you're saying and join in with you. All right. I don't know why that came out for you guys, but it did. We also have the moon on the 3rd will be opposite Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto. So this is like kind of like, I don't know, letting in all that information, all this great change that's coming in. And yeah, this is kind of the week. It's feeling like a very intense week. Just following your intuition and making sure that you're doing everything in your best interest. And it seems selfish, but it's not, because ultimately your happiness dictates the happiness of all those around you. So if you're happy, everyone else can be happy because they're sensing your vibes, and you probably put off good vibes. So yeah, keep those vibes high. And on the 6th, we're going to have Venus trine Neptune and in conjunct Mars. So this is like, you know, bringing beauty to your visions, bringing beauty to your actions. As Mars keeps on moving forward, and it's slowly progressing forward. This is your 5th house of pleasure and creativity. So you're going to feel a lot more of that energy coming up as Venus shines on that Mars. A lot more creativity. Yeah, just a lot more beauty in life. All right. Well, that's been your astrology for this week. I hope you enjoyed that part. And if you did, well, let me know. And that would be awesome. I love to hear what you guys have to say. And maybe come back after like a week and see if any of that stuff came true. Because you know what? This is the thing about astrology. If you don't test it, it's just information that doesn't mean anything. If you don't like actually reflect on things, then what does it mean? Like, actually, that's not scientific. And that's where people start to say, "Oh, it's a pseudoscience." But you know what? If it proves time after time to be true, then it's science then, right? And astrology is older than modern science, so take that into consideration. All right, let's see what we got going on. I think that's it for your astrology. So yeah, like I said, let's go into your tarot reading. So we're going to see where you're at right now or the recent past. We're going to jump into what you got coming up, or like, you know, yeah, energies that are coming into you. I don't have a timeline on this. This is just near future. Like, could be a month, could be 6 months, or it could be tomorrow. Like, it really it's unknown, but it's all what resonates with you. And then we'll have messages from spirit. This could be about anything. It could be related to the spread. It could be just on its own. And at any point, if nothing resonates with you, maybe check out your other sign, like your sun or your moon or your rising. If this is your sun sign. And yeah, you can even check out your Venus if you're interested in your love sign. But yeah, all right. Well, let's get into this. And yeah, so yeah, let's get into this. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna do your. Sorry, ridiculous. Let's go into your recent past. Recent past for Sagittarius, please. Recent past for Sagittarius. Recent past for Sagittarius, please, and thank you, Spirit. Of course, this is all on behalf of your highest and greatest good. And the first card we got is the Knight of Wands in reverse. All right, so this it feels like some immature energy coming in, like really passionate, really, really fiery, but you know what, a little bit unstable, which is fine. The underlying energy of this is strength. So you may have had a relationship in the recent past that felt like really fun, but maybe they just didn't pan out. But it's actually it's brought to light how strong you are. So like there's always a good side to any story, right? And I feel like the good side to this is like you've learned how strong you are. You've learned how patient you are, how loving you are, how attached or how in tune with your divine feminine you are. Because if you look at this card, like she is holding open the mouth of a lion. Like, how strong does she have to be? But the thing is, she's not using strength. She's using gentleness and caring and calmness. And that's how you tame lions. And if that's the situation that you have right now, don't you know, it feels like you're doing it in the best way. You're not being like combative. You're being very gentle with this person. So maybe this is like a romantic partner. Maybe this is a child even, or you know, a family member or something. Somebody who is just like flying off the handle, who is using their willpower but isn't very balanced in it. Maybe doesn't have all the information. So don't be angry with people. Just, you know, calm your inner strength and you're good. I mean, you have the lemnis gate, the infinity symbol over your head, so it's feeling like you have more facts and more knowledge than they do. All right, the underlying energy of this strength card is the Queen of Cups. Ooh, so this is like Empress energy. Very creative, very receptive, very warm, very loving, very motherly. All right, Sagittarius. So this is kind of where you've been at right now. Yeah, beautiful energy. And then underneath the Queen of Cups, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, you are actually very stable right now. You're kind of in your divine feminine energy, which is very good, very, very, very good. And it's bringing upon abundance for you. And maybe you've been feeling that. And probably because of that, I won't get many views on this one, just because that's the nature of things. But yeah, no, this is very good energy, wonderful energy. And it feels like you're coming from a very stable place, a very... like the reason probably you're able to be so loving, be so motherly, is because you have the resources that you need. And yeah, you can deal with any sort of immature sort of energy that you have going on. Let's see what we got going on for your upcoming energy. What is coming up? What is coming up for Sagittarius? What is coming up for Sagittarius, please? What is coming up for Sagittarius? What is coming up for Sagittarius? Thank you. Queen of Wands. Ooh, we got two queens on the board. Wonderful. So very powerful. Look at, she's got the sunflower. Oops, sorry. She's got the sunflower representing the sun, of course, which is a very happy card. She's got the wand. She's very sitting on her throne, very powerful. She also has the protection of her familiar, the cat. Obviously, that's a spiritual guide. It could be a familiar. And the wands are creative. This is motherly energy. This is feminine energy, receptive energy, and it's creative. And he's got the lions up here. Once again, the lion motif repeating, so I feel like there's a lot of strength here, a lot of confidence. Yeah, so let's see what's the underlying energy of this King of Wands is. The Five of Wands. So yeah, you may actually encounter some sort of conflict this week. It doesn't feel like it's a bad conflict. Let's get the underlying energy of this. Is the Ace of Cups. So yeah, okay, well, it is conflict that it may be leading to I don't want to say a breakup, because it's not the Three of Swords, but it does feel like there's a lack of receptivity here. Like a relationship that you thought was gonna happen, maybe it gets fouled, and it happens kind of because of this fighting. And this could be the other person as well. So roles can always be reversed here, but it's feeling like somebody's cut off emotionally, and they're may not being very receptive. This could be this Knight of Wands character that you've been dealing with, and they're just combating you. So let's see what the underlying energy. Why is the Ace of Cups in reverse? Why is the Ace of Cups in reverse? Thank you. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so it's kind of feeling like this is supposed to happen. Like the Wheel of Fortune, it's all about karma and what we deserve, and it's in good form here in the upright position. So this is like something unexpected happening, but it's actually happening in your favor. Even if it doesn't seem like it is, it's still happening in your favor here. So yeah, this could be a breakup. Obviously, if you're in a healthy relationship, that it doesn't really apply, but there could be some sort of emotional misunderstanding. But just know that whatever it is, whatever it's leading to, whatever this conflict is, it's leading towards something even better than you thought it could be initially. And it's because like the Wheel of Fortune is an energy that's coming out of nowhere. It's like Uranus energy. And if you notice, it says like tarot, Torah, Rota, all these different side of symbols in the inside. So this is very alchemical in nature, and it feels just like you're learning a bunch of new information about yourself. We also have like everybody has a book here. We have the Sphinx with the sword with the human face. It tells about like a mastery of the vibratory and beast energy coming together with knowledge, and just really stepping into that sort of higher octave of life and letting things go where they may, and just accepting that in a sense. So let's see what the messages from Spirit are. Ooh, the Three of Swords in the reverse. So yeah, I was wondering if the Three of Swords was going to show up with this Ace of Cups, but yeah, I feel like with the Three of Swords, it's a healing, because what's happening is we're taking like, if you think of gravity, now the swords, instead of being like stuck in to the card, they're being like allowed to be pulled out of the card, right? I'm also seeing, once again, this kind of like bloom of light behind it. So there is some sort of attention that's being brought to some sort of sorrow or pain from the past, but it does feel like it's healing. Healing is also very painful, so keep that in mind, that healing just isn't all happiness and rainbows. Interesting that this card came out over top of everything else. So yeah, we got the Four of Wands here over top of the Three of Swords reversed. So this could actually talk about maybe healing something in a marriage, or healing something in some sort of already established relationship, which is good. I mean, we don't want to see endings where we don't need endings, right? Like, somebody has a good heart. We don't need to like break up with them just because they don't believe in one thing. Like, there's always ways to go around. There's always boundaries that we can erect to make sure everybody's happy and safe and comfortable and understood. Therapy is obviously a very good thing for that. I'm getting a sense of just like there's some sort of harmony being restored because of this healing as well. Let's get one more card here. The World reversed. So yeah, this is an ending of some sort of cycle. In a not great way, but it's still an end of a cycle. So yeah, maybe this is something from the past that you're trying to heal. Like, maybe you were divorced, or maybe you broke up with somebody, and now it's kind of like really coming to a head in a sense, where it's like, okay, this is actually finally over. I've got the Page of Wands. How do you want to receive? In the reverse. Okay, so yeah, this is actually really needing to communicate your passions, like your desires, your willpower, and make sure that your boundaries are erected here. I'm also seeing the like more mounds here, like kind of look like pyramids, which to me represents something mystical. Maybe you're working on a more mystical path, and maybe you're needing to communicate that. Maybe somebody's not on your vibe. Very interesting energy overall, Sagittarius. So yeah, there is lots of healing happening, lots of really good energy, but yeah, there is an ending to some sort of cycle. But at the end of every cycle, there is new growth. So let's see what else is going on for you with the Sacred Symbols deck. What do you have for Sagittarius? What does Sagittarius need to hear this week? Thank you. 2 cards. All right. So psychic. Yeah, I mentioned your psychic abilities, of course, Sagittarius. I feel like maybe around the 1st, as the moon goes into your 9th house of the Piscean house, which would be Cancer for you, your psychic powers will be in tune. So if you're having intuitions about things, or you're getting messages, pay attention to those, because those are valuable. Those are usually your guides trying to speak to you. Next one we got is water. So yeah, once again, water time, psychic energy, receptivity. Make sure you're keeping your heart open. Like, I know it's hard when you're trying to, end things and do all this kind of stuff and heal, but keep your heart open, and maybe take a bath too. I know you're I got one more card here. And air. Ooh, water, psychic, and air. So air talks about the mind and making sure everything, like, in your mind is clear. And water here, I'm getting the sense of, I mean, it's kind of cold right now, but like going in a lake or something and having the water below you and the air above you actually really activating this psychic energy. So if you're up to that, I mean, go do that, because that might actually really be powerful, because I'm getting this duality here. We got like, two things coming together, like water and air create mist, create mystery. So yeah, let's see what else we got here. Very, very, very interesting energy here. So this is you are in your in your feminine energy, which is very powerful. So yeah, if you can, tap into that psychic energy even more, then all the better. Let's see what energy we have. What rune do we have for Sagittarius rising? Thank you. Ooh, okay. Let's see here. I believe this is defense. What is this? Equaz. So this is Equaz. It has no reverse. I am going to look into the book to see what is going on. Page 78. All right. Defense, averted powers, U tree. So I'm just going to read this out because it's too much for me to remember. All right. As we are tested, we fund the willpower, or we fund the. Oh my God. Scratch that. Terrible. I'm just going to let this go. All right, so as we are tested, we fund the power to avert blockage and defeat. At the same time, we develop ourselves an aversion to the conduct that creates stressful situations in our lives. There appears to be a blockage in your path, but even a delay may prove beneficial. Do not be overly eager to press forward. This is not a time or situation in which you can make your influence felt. Patience is the counsel that Equaz offers. Nothing hectic, no acting needy or lusting after a desired outcome. This rune speaks to the difficulties that arise at the beginning of a new life. Often it announces a time of waiting, for a spring to fill up with water or fruit to ripen on the bough. Perseverance and foresight are called for here. When the ability to foresee consequences before you act, the ability to foresee consequences before you act is the mark of a profound person. Avert anticipated difficulties through right action. Even more than we are doers, we are deciders. Once our decision is clear, the doing becomes effortless, for then the universe supports and empowers our action. Receiving Equaz you are put on notice that through inconvenience and discomfort, growth is promoted. This may well be a trying time, certainly it is a meaningful one. Set your house in order, tend to your business, be clear, and wait on the will of heaven. All right, just a little bit of wisdom from the runes there. Well, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I enjoyed doing it for you, of course, Sagittarius. If you want to book your own private reading, I have those on my website. This was just a general reading for the general energies. So yeah, and if you want to be entered to win for your own private reading with no cost, just hit the subscribe button. Let me know down below you subscribed, all that good stuff. Sign up for the newsletter. Go to my Instagram, all that good stuff. And yeah, I hope you have a fantastic week, fantastic new moon, and I will see you next week. Take care.